Have you ever played that game telephone where you whisper a message down a line of people? It's funny how the cat sat on the mat somehow becomes the rat ate the hat. Well, if you're running a global team, you might be playing this game without even realizing it. Today, we're tackling the 5th critical mistake business owners make when building a global team: poor communication practices. And trust me, this one's costing you way more than you think. Let me share something that might shock you. When a potential customer calls your business and nobody answers, 85% of them will never ever call back. Never. And here's the kicker, 92% of those calls, they're brand new business inquiries. Think about that for a moment. Every missed call isn't just a missed conversation. It's potentially a missed opportunity that walks straight to your competition. Let's look at what's really happening in business today. The communication crisis. 62% of calls to small businesses go unanswered. 77% of customers prefer voice communication, and 60% of all people will find you on Google. And 2/3 of companies take more than a day to return their calls. Now, you might be thinking, well, they can leave a message, but here's the reality. 30% of customers say not reaching a live person is their biggest frustration. And if they do wait, 25% will hang up if the hold time is too long. And it gets even worse. When we add different time zones and global teams to the mix, suddenly that simple missed phone call becomes part of a much bigger communication breakdown. But this isn't just about missed calls, right? Poor communication creates a domino effect that can devastate your business. So the customer impact, well, 66% cancel services due to poor service. 65% switch to competitors after just one bad experience, and 80% leave after multiple poor experiences. Every marketing dollar spent gets wasted when calls go unanswered. So the response time crisis, well, experts recommend callbacks within 15 minutes. Now, most companies take over 24 hours to respond. Teams who respond within an hour are 7 times more likely to have meaningful conversations because your customers want to talk to you. A quick response time can make the difference between winning and losing business. And then you look at the reputation cost. So trust erodes with every miscommunication. Negative reviews start to appear online, and then word spreads around your poor service and your brand reputation starts to suffer. And here's what really gets me. Most of these issues are completely preventable. But first, you need to recognize them as actual problems, not just minor inconveniences. Now, before you rush off to install a new shiny phone system, let's talk about what actually works. Because it's not just about answering calls. It's about creating a communication ecosystem that works for your business and your customers. First, foundations. Call management systems that direct inquiries efficiently. You need clear response time protocols. You're aiming for that crucial 15-minute window. 24/7 availability through smart delegation or outsourcing. Documented communication processes are vital. Then you need to add the service elements. So proper training for all customer-facing staff. Everyone, whoever answers the phone needs training. Clear escalation procedures. You need quality monitoring systems and regular feedback collection. Finally, the integration. So you need a seamless hands-off approach between team members, consistent messaging across all channels, regular performance reviews, and you need continuous improvement processes. Don't just stop at one level. Think of it like conducting an orchestra. Every instrument needs to play its part at the right time for the music to sound just right. So let's make this practical. Here's how to start. Week 1, map out an audit and a plan. So you want to map the current communication patterns. Identify all the communication that's coming in. Look at what are the major pain points and document the team's preferences and be mindful to set really clear expectations. Weeks 2 and 3, well, you need to structure and systems in place. So implement proper tools, create a communication guideline book. You want to also establish team rhythms, right? And build feedback loops. Always be improving on that. Leading into weeks 4 to 6, you want to look at the refinement. So you want to gather the team's feedback, adjust the process where possible, reinforce good practices, and you want to celebrate the improvements. Got to remember, good communication isn't about perfection. It's about progress and being consistent. When businesses get this right, the changes are dramatic. Projects start to finish faster. Team satisfaction improves. Client relationships strengthen. Your innovation is going to start to increase and your growth should accelerate. And perhaps most importantly, your team starts actually enjoying their work again, because when everyone's on the same page, the workflow gets better. In our next video, we'll explore mistake number 6, which is time zone management, because knowing when to communicate is just as important as knowing how to communicate. And remember, clear communication isn't just a nice thing to have. It's the foundation of a successful business, including your offshore team. Remember to subscribe to catch the next video and drop a comment below sharing your biggest communication challenge. It'll be fun to share and solve it together. I'll see you in the next one.